What are we starting with? Faith Mussonda.
Faith Mussonda has been trending, has been buzzing. ACC doing justice. I think this is something that's very commendable. ACC has officially handed some money that was retrieved.
But hold on, before you, let's peel it back a few layers, because there might be a few of our viewers who do not really know exactly what we're talking about. So Faith Mussonda, who is Faith Mussonda, and how did she become famous or infamous?
I call her Pamela Gondwe 2.0, though she got caught. But anyway, Akasaka Kandalama obviously is a face that you have heard. And this is a lady that was found in possession with huge sums of money in her residential home. And the case has been picked up, or was picked up by ACC, and it has been trending ever since. So Faith Mussonda, just a bit of a background, was a journalist, broadcasting, working for the Zambia National Broadcasting Corporation, and she had affiliates. She was affiliated with the big guys, the big top wigs in the previous party, aka party. So that's a brief. I think by mentioning some of these, you now have an idea of who Faith Mussonda is and what case we are talking about. So like I was saying today, ACC at approximately 9 hours, ACC was handing over money to the Minister of Finance and National Planning, that is Dr. Stumboko Msokotwane, which is quite interesting. So there has been I learned a lot during the press briefing which was held at Mulungushi Conference Center on how first and foremost everybody was expecting a conviction. We all wanted, or most people wanted, Faith to be arrested.
Were you expecting a conviction?
Well, if somebody has been caught for such, a crime or allegations, we are accustomed to seeing people jailed behind bars, and it was quite, I don't know if blow is the right word. It was a huge blow to a lot of people, and people lost faith. The irony, people lost faith.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. People lost faith in the ACC for the lack of being able to prosecute and jail suspects or people that have been found wanting in the areas of corruption. So people lost a bit of faith, with the ACC. But at last, they have been, what's the term?
Vindicated.
They have been vindicated. They have given the Ministry of Finance 65 million kwacha, 333,046 kwacha to be precise, which has been given to the Ministry of Education to ensure that bursaries at universities are given to the Zambians.
Absolutely, and that is absolutely brilliant. It could have gone the other way around. Obviously, Pamela Gondwe is also one of those. Coming to think about it, a lot of Zambian ladies have got more kahunas, more prowess, if I can put it that way, in comparison to the men, because we are beginning to see that a lot of Zambian women are beginning to be much more aggressive when it comes to hustling. It's very subjective. So hustling is very subjective, because if you take a look at what Pamela Gondwe did, right? She did hustle her way away with over 400,000 US dollars, and we obviously saw Faith Mussonda, dance with the big boys. By dancing, networking.
She was
and
an MC at the big events. She
exactly.
was, shaking hands with powerful men and women in power.
Exactly, and if you look at a huge, colossal sum of around 65 million kwacha, that is a lot of money. That's equivalent to around 4.5 million US dollars. So basically, she forfeited this money to the state, and this money is going to be used by people who need it the most, the youths. It's going to go towards education. So this is something which is very it's something that was bound to happen, and it is something that we definitely applaud. I mean, I'm really happy that she didn't choose to go the longer route, whereby having court cases, sessions. She just said, look, this money, let me just give it back, let's just call it quits, and probably the state is going to do better things with the money. So besides the 65 million kwacha, she also gave back 57,000 US dollars. Yeah, close to around 58,000 US dollars. So basically 65.3 million kwacha plus approximately 58,000 US dollars has been forfeited to the state, and this money was handed over to the Ministry of Finance, and I'm sure the Ministry of Finance is definitely going to be able to sort of divert this money into useful ventures. So my question to you, Sikfela, is do you think the Anti-Corruption Commission is doing honorable things? I mean, this is as transparent as it can get. I was thinking, okay, this money is probably not, we're never going to hear anything about this money. This money is going to be probably enjoyed by somebody else, but there is transparency here. What do you think about this particular publicity and the way that the ACC are dealing with issues in the new Dawn government?
Well, watching the press conference, I learned something very important. So you were using the word forfeiture. So now I learned that the commission has over time re-strategized its enforcement mechanism by employing two approaches, which are the conviction-based forfeiture and the non-conviction-based forfeiture of proceeds of crime. So these two approaches apparently are proving more effective in ensuring that the government recaptures the money that has been stolen through corruption as well as money laundering crimes. So this is what happened with Faith Mussonda. Instead of convicting her, they used this approach where obviously they made some deals, and they told her forfeit the money, and she did. So now coming to your question, it is commendable. It is very commendable what the ACC has done, and it's a huge milestone in the fight against corruption. So we're still waiting. It's not happening for the first time. There are examples of the late FTJ when he had issues as well. There were some forfeitures that were made. Another example is Austin Liato, the money that was buried as well. There were some forfeited assets that were given to the state. So right now, hopefully, we will hear more on the development with the Faith Mussonda case. But I think the biggest question now in mind is, will this also happen to the 48 houses? Because this is another case that has been dragging. So we hope that the ACC works as fast as it has worked with this one, and ensuring that they do give the money to the government and the money is used for its intended purposes. Now imagine if we recapture the assets and the money that has been stolen and put to more ventures such as the one that has been targeted now by giving the Ministry of Education to finance bursaries. So far, personally, I feel it's a good move. I feel it has given some confidence to many Zambians that the ACC is not really sleeping, and they are doing due diligence.
For sure. So let's pass it over to our viewers. Do you have confidence in the Anti-Corruption Commission at this particular moment? Are you very proud of their recent ways of doing things. And what do you think about this whole situation as far as Faith Mussonda is concerned, forfeiture of money? And, are we going to expect some more things to happen? Because obviously a lot of other people have been investigated. We have another famous, or rather infamous one, Bowman Lusambo, and he is a spouse, if I can put it that way. So we are obviously going to be watching, and we're going to be keenly glued to whatever the ACC is going to be doing. So the DEC, the FiC, I'm sure there has been a lot of reshuffles. There have been a lot of changes here and there. So best believe if anybody is found wanting, the whole Zambia is going to be made aware of what is happening. And, personally, this is a round of applause to the ACC, and let's give them the Jamaican horns. There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, all the viewers out there, I really hope you are enjoying our conversation. Kindly share this video right now. I'm always going to be begging you to share the video because, hey, we're putting in a lot of effort. This is season 2 of the Z Corner TV show, your community TV station. So, hey, you just have to support us. Support us by sharing. Share it. Tag everybody right now. So,
yeah, before we move away from the Faith Mussonda case as well, I just wanted to also mention that ACC has also assured us that they're going to hand over the house where the money was found. Now, the house is worth 6.5 million Kwacha.
That's a lot of money. So let me ask you one irrelevant question, but hey, I'm just a curious person. Do you think Faith Mussonda has got some other money stashed away elsewhere, or do you think is she going to go back like a lot of us, eh? What do you think is happening with Faith Mussonda?
I don't think she's run out of money. I don't think the state, the ACC or other investigative authorities, traced every penny and every way. somewhere. There's like a something.
There's somewhere remaining. But anyway, at least the majority, I really believe about, if you had to give an approximation, let's say, for example, 75% of the money, right, has been given back to the state. I mean, come on. At least it's better than nothing, you know?
Yeah, plus, last time I checked, she is married, so it's not like the other...
she is?
Yeah.
I thought she was like a single mom. With two kids, I don't know.
Okay, unclear with that, but she's a woman. She managed to hustle, so she'll bounce back.
Once a hustler, always a hustler.
She'll manage. So
from 0 to 65 plus 58,000. She'll obviously find a way to make some more money. So yeah. But one thing that I'm really proud, with regards to this whole Faith Mussonda is the way that she handled the whole situation. And she's been a lady about it. And we haven't heard any public statement from her, which I really believe the lawyers had a lot of influence. I mean, she's got one of the most powerful lawyers. I mean, the Makebi Zulus and them. So these people are very, very, immaculate when it comes to...
Here's the thing, that's like, for me, that's not even a surprise, because I used to watch the Faith Gospel show. Her show on
you did?
TV2. Yes, and she's that person, when that happened, everybody was just like, yo, not like,
tabalanda, Tebena Faith Mussonda bagamba twali janda zona 65 million kwacha 0. But if we back up piopio zona wakwata pofika 500 kwacha yonse granddaddy's kuisha. So these are the things that we are supposed to, but anyway, at least
she needs a clap. She needs a clap, and just hats off to her for carrying it in a way that a mature way. We've seen other people that are being investigated, and we've seen how they busy poking the bee
Exactly,
nest.
exactly. Are you going to give that name? Because we don't want the viewers to speculate as to who we're talking about. There are just some people, especially from Copper Belt, from a city that starts with N.
We're going to do a riddle. The name. Let's see something that's equivalent, something round, and a man.
Yeah,
something round and a man.
So people handle stressful situations differently. Some people, when they get pushed in the corner, right, they remain calm and they sort of figure out a way to maneuver and get out of that particular situation. But some people become very aggressive as well.
Yeah, but not diving too much in that situation. But I think the gentleman has been humbled after the wife cases. He's been...
Oh, yeah. But now that you say that the wife cases, now everybody knows who we're talking about. We don't want to get in trouble. But since the significant other was touched, I'm sure the man has toned down. And, some people just have got that demeanor whereby they're always like, booga, booga, booga. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Where did that even come from?
I was also wondering. And here's the thing. For me, it shows the type of man that he is. Here's the thing. When you're a man, when it's things are happening to you, you're just like, what is this? Get out of here, man. But then it shows that, things have reached your significant other. You want to protect them, and then now you act more cautiously because I'm not the only one involved. So I think for me that showed what type of husband he is, and what character he is in terms of other people that are around him being affected. With him alone, or I mean, tribapondo, but so I think that shows a lot as well.
And it also comes with pride because the said man, by the way, we're not mentioning any names here, right? But you people, now when you radio show for it, and the said man has got a reputation of being this almighty type of person. So but sometimes you just have to swallow your pride. Sometimes you just have to know that okay, the boat has sailed, and the train has gone off of the station, and it's right now is the right time to sort of just lay back and be humble. Let the new guys control, because if you try to flex your feathers, you're not really going to compete, because you're not really reigning, or rather presiding in the house of power with the instruments of power, if you know what I'm saying. So no matter how much you can beat up your chest and just booga 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 booga. Where is that even coming from? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, so sometimes bakamba kupeta fyomuchira iro baranda fya pombolo kampombo kupeta fyomuchira bana fya big man ni mwe bariko laka okay twaingira mu muchani. So that's just how it is. But anyway, this man is a very he's a very strong character, so we might hear from him again.
Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of calculated moves, in the sense that obviously my first stuff patet muponye
6 months
my first kuisa barangsha it might be a strategy, but then at times you calculate these things, you look at your popularity, how people are following you, so I think by now the said gentleman, or the gentleman now has analyzed things. He knows, okay, if I were to recontest my seat, would I win or not? So what is going, because at the end of the day, the gentleman is going through a lot, his seat was nullified by the high courts, so now there's an appeal. So we're waiting for the Supreme Court to give us what the future will be with his situation and others that have found themselves in the same predicament. So at this point, there's a lot of calculative moves. Rashida has already survival mode.
Exactly. So to all our viewers who do not really know what happened with regards to Rashida Mlenga, right? So Rashida Mlenga was Kalulushi PF MP, is it?
She was the mayor when
Yeah.
they were in power, and then after she did stand as an independent.
She lost.
She
right?
lost. She
That's
lost.
it, yeah. So basically, just to cut the story short, she was a staunch PF supporter slash MP slash member, but now she's jumped and, she's migrated to the other side. She has defected to the UPND. So right now, we're going to be seeing more of such defections. The only question that remains is, will the UPND allow the very same people who were tormenting them, the very same people who were causing sleepless nights, and are they going to allow them to be part of the crew once more? But anyhow, we've been moving around in circles with regards to, this particular story. And we ended up, we started talking about Faith Mussonda, then we ended up talking about this, gentleman. So